Today I have the Pico Presso and I'm going to review my experiences with it. So I'm going to go over a few of the features and what makes this machine good and what makes this machine bad. So starting off, it comes with a little case and it is a nice travel espresso machine. It comes with a few accessories, starting with this little cap for the portafilter and the portafilter basket right here. So you have the portafilter basket, or like the portafilter basket, and then the screen for the portafilter right here. Uh, on top of that, we have this little rubber silicone piece that goes in that allows it to be either a bottomless portafilter or have a spout on the bottom of it. So you can simply see right here that this is a bottomless portafilter now with this on, and then when it's back on, it is a spouted portafilter. This is a really easy to use machine. There's also another little thing to help guide the water into the portafilter basket. So you have the basket, you have the dispersion screen, and then you have like a second dispersion screen as well to help kind of guide it through. On top here we have the lid, and then we have a few accessories. We have a WD-T tool, which is a little needle. We have the tamper, and we have the funnel. And we have the body of the machine. The body of the machine, simply you just pump it and let it pre-infuse after pumping it 10 times, and then it will be ready to go, and then you continue pumping it until your espresso completely goes through into your cup. So to make a shot of espresso, you simply grab your basket and you weigh 18 grams of coffee depending on what you want. I usually do 18 grams. So I'll weigh that out on a scale, and then from there I will go ahead and use the funnel and put it on there and then disperse the grounds into the basket. Use the included tamper and tamp with the funnel on to allow it to press a little bit more. And then from there I will tamp one more time and get it completely evened out on the coffee bed right there. And from there I will go ahead and add my water dispersion screen, or my dispersion screen, and then my other screen that is included. Screw onto the bottom of the Pico Presso. I will fill up with hot water, usually 212 degrees, as hot as I can get it. I don't typically allow it to be preheated. It does give you a little bit better results, but just it gets incredibly hot when you do so. And then I will add this on there, and then I will begin to pump. And then by the end of it, you'll have a good shot of espresso, hopefully assuming you dialed in your beans. So a couple things that it mentions is that when you brew with this, you are supposed to brew by having the chamber preheated. When it's preheated, it's going to give you better results. But when I do that, I find it incredibly hard to actually brew with. It gets incredibly hot, and a lot of people end up putting a towel around it, or you can buy some sleeves on it from Etsy. The WD-T tool works fairly well. It's just a needle. It's really not that big of a deal. But overall, this folds up incredibly well, folds up into this nice little travel case here, and gives you incredible results when it comes to brewing espresso. I love this Pico Presso. I use it every time I travel. It's my go-to brewer when I travel. I have a couple other brewers that you'll see down the road, the out-and portable espresso machine that heats up water, and I will be comparing it directly with the Flair Classic that comes in about the same price of it. A couple things that I typically do while traveling is I grab this Husky cup, and it's a plastic little espresso cup that you can kind of throw around and don't have to worry about the bag. And I find this to be one of the best accessories to go with the Pico Presso is this Akaya Cinco scale. It's now known as the Pixis scale, and it is this incredibly tiny scale that fits simply in the palm of your hand like so, and it does a great job of weighing out perfectly exactly how many beans you want, but also it fits the cup perfectly fine when dispensing into it, so you have a nice compact little setup here, and it fits the portafilter equally just as well on this machine while you are brewing too as well. So you can easily weigh your beans into the portafilter and put it on there. If there was a better way to make the heat retention a little bit better, it's all plastic on the most side of it, but if you could make this little silicone thing a little bit grippier and a little bit warmer and more insulated, that would help a ton. I find pushing this is incredibly painful. It can be kind of difficult. You really have to put a lot of force into it, and when it's slippery and wet, and when it's heated up too much, it's just not the most pleasant experience. I find the funnel just doesn't do as much as I would hope it would be. A very shallow funnel. I think if it could have a little bit more depth, that would be great. It looks like you could put like just a little bit more onto it to make it still fit inside. Actually, never mind. They designed this perfectly to fit the tamper and the funnel in there. So it is included. I find when I use the tamper is okay, but there's always ground coffee on top of the rim of the tamper, which is frustrating to me and makes it not the most pleasant process to use. And then I kind of have to wipe the grounds out with that. But overall, this makes a really, really drinkable shot of espresso. I find it very, very comparable with a lot of other machines. I'm excited to continue to use this, but I would not hesitate at all buying this. This is a great, great product. This is a great experience while using. Really, 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 really compact, really, really great quality. They had a pressure gauge on there. This is getting nitpicky. It would be even better, but you can't really find something that produces as good as results. You can upgrade your tamper with different tampers. You can upgrade your basket with an IMS basket to make it better quality and give you better quality shots. But overall, the package for $130, which seems like a lot for an espresso machine at this capacity, but for the results that it produces, and the fact that when you travel, sometimes coffee shops aren't really out there, and they're not very, very good quality depending on where you're at. So I tend to bring my own stuff, and this definitely gets me the results that I'd hope for, and it makes it a little bit better while traveling, and you don't really have to experience poor quality espresso. Places you go, it might not compare to your machine at home, but this would be a good starting machine for somebody at home, and a good traveling machine if you want to double dip, and then you can upgrade from a machine down the road from that. But I would not hesitate buying the Pico Presso. I'm a complete fan. If you like this review, if this is helpful so far, please like and subscribe. That really helps me produce more content. I paid full price for this machine, and it's getting my stamp of approval, and I hope you enjoy this too, and I hope you find this video helpful. And again, thank you so much for watching this video.